Well, I can kind of give you the story of how our family got started and how it progressed here to Salem. But the story goes is that back in 2004, we were on a family road trip down to Disneyland. My brother and I were in the back seat, and my parents were, driving us. And just like kids do, we were screaming that we were hungry. So on our way to Disneyland, we just got in the car. We pulled over to the first breakfast place we saw, which was Black Bear Diner in Gilroy, California, again in 2004.
Yeah. What's funny is I think that's how everybody visits a Black Bear Diner.
And what's sweet about it is that most people have these special memories. It's with family, it's with friends, it's maybe they're meeting someone here for the first time, but usually people, see it on the side of the road or they've heard about it and they just have these special memories that we help build. It actually happened to be my brother's birthday. And so we were having breakfast. It was really busy. And it was, the server got to hear that it was his birthday. And all of a sudden, all these servers came out and they started singing the Black Bear Diner birthday song. They gave him an ice cream sundae. And just like kids do, I begged for a bear from the gift shop. I got my bear and we went back in the car and we drove down to a little puppet that goes on your fingers. And that whole drive, my brother and I could not stop singing the Black Bear Diner birthday song. And my parents looked at each other and they knew that there was something special about the brand and the experience. So at the time, both my parents were working in high tech in Silicon Valley, and they had reached out to the founders, Bob and Bruce, and asked
the founders of Black Bear. Your parents were working in tech, and you guys stop at this Black Bear Diner restaurant, and they're like, you know what? Let me reach out to the founders of this diner. And that's really interesting.
There was something really special about Black Bear Diner, and they had at the time really wanted to do something more impactful, more community oriented. They were considering restaurants, if that was the direction, but it had to be the right fit. And it just, for them, it was no question about it. So they met with the founders, and fast forward a year later, we were moving to Klamath Falls, Oregon.
Wait, where did you guys live before?
San Jose, California.
Well, that's quite the move. So you moved from San Jose, California to Klamath Falls.
My mom would say it was quite the move too. That was our entry into the restaurant business 20 years ago. I was pretty young at the time, just bussing tables, and I got repaid in milkshakes and fries. And so a year later, they opened their second location in Medford, Oregon. And then, I'm fast forwarding here, but 4 years after that, in 2010, they opened another location in Grants Pass, which became their third. Fast forward all these years, my brother and I wanted to have our own careers. I did a training program with Four Seasons Resorts across the country to learn hospitality and operations management. And then I myself moved down to San Francisco and I worked in high tech. I wasn't fulfilled and I wanted back in the restaurants. I wanted teams, community. And so
you were like, let me follow the footsteps even more.
Exactly when I thought I wouldn't my whole life.